Hey guys, what's up? Scottish Duck here once again. Time for another collection updates. Right, I got a nice wee haul here tonight actually. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let me talk about these two games first, because quite frankly, guys, I'm almost embarrassed to show them off, because any big collectors out there will know that. I'll just show you it. You are either sitting there being incredibly jealous or incredibly dumbfounded because, Jesus, how much money did he spend on these two games here? And I'm not gonna say, but yeah, I'm starting to rethink my life decisions here. Seriously, I'm like, I really went for these two. Never played any game in the series. I just hear that they're really good RPGs. And of course, they're really rare, so they're very high on my priority list. So I was just like, fuck it, let's go for it. Yeah, Suikoden 1 and 2. Oh god, I am mental. I am so mental. Right. Now on to the other games. Right. Where to start? I guess we'll go for this. I was just playing this there the now. Kirby Triple Deluxe. I love me some Kirby a lot. This is like, well, it is the same engine as Kirby Return to Dreamland for the Wii that was released a few years ago, you know, very similar gameplay, but still feels quite fresh to me. I'm starting to wonder, what is it that some Nintendo franchises do that others don't? You know, like, Kirby, he can get away with it, but Mario and Yoshi, not so much. Seriously, fuck New Yoshi's Island. You want to play a 2D platformer on your 3DS that was released this year, go for this one. It is miles better. With that said, I was in a bit of a Kirby mood also, so I picked up this. Kirby's Fun Pack, which is known as Kirby Superstar in America. Always want to try this one out, you know. I hear, what was the other one on the SNES? Dreamland 3, I think it is. I actually played that on the Wii U Virtual Console. Didn't dig it that much, to be honest. But I hear this one's better, so I'll give it a go. But yeah, Kirby, I don't really appreciate Kirby until a new game comes out, but I really do love that series, you know, it's brilliant, and I haven't really sat down to play that many of the games in the series yet. So, yeah, I'm just catching up. Right, another SNES game here, actually. Harvest Moon. Hell yeah, you guys know that I love me some Harvest Moon, and this is actually the second one I've played. Yes, I've actually played some of these games in this collection update. And you know what? I was very happy, because, as you guys know, I got really addicted to A New Beginning on the 3DS, which is currently, in this country, the latest game in the series, okay? And I was really delighted to know that what hooked me into the latest game in the series was still present in the first game, you know? I played this for a good 10 hours or so. Don't think I'm going to go back to it, to be honest, because partly because there's other Harvest Moon games I would rather try, and also because I kind of fucked up my first year. You can't grow crops in the fall and in winter in this one. You just have to make a lot of grass to keep your cows, you know, alive, and I didn't have that, so I was basically going to do nothing for like 2 months, and I was just, I'll stop playing this. But still, really good SNES game, you know, I definitely recommend it. What next? Let's talk about this, because I'm terrified of pronouncing it. Short Piece Ranko Tsukigimi's Longest Day. This definitely intrigued me. It's not out of its wrapping yet, because I haven't played it yet, obviously. But this is apparently like an anime, which is also sort of like a game. From what I understand, it's not the same as like Time and Eternity, for those of you that played that game. It's literally supposed to be like an interactive anime, you know, like plus video. So yeah, you just look at the back, it's like it's just all anime, and it looks really nice, you know. So yeah, definitely intrigued, to say the least, you know, for something like this. Does it hold up? I don't know. I'll pop it in one day and find out. But yeah, don't regret getting that. Right, I was at Decon actually, which was a little convention in Dundee. And I picked up a couple of things. One was something that I've wanted for a while, you know, years actually. I remember seeing it in magazines, and I was always so jealous, but now I finally got it. The Sonic Adventure 2 10th Anniversary Japanese Collector's Edition comes with the golden coin, soundtrack, and nice wee packaging and everything. Apparently this isn't as rare as once I thought. As you can see, I got it for 25 quid. But you can also see there's another price sticker under that. That's because originally it was 40 quid. And I remember, I was at the table looking at it, I'm like, ooh, that is so tempting, you know, even at 40 quid. But then I left the table for a little bit. Then when I came back, just as I came back, the guy was putting the £25 sticker over it. And he was like, it turns out it's not as rare as that. We just checked on eBay, so yeah, we'll give you it for this price. And I was like, thank you. So I picked it up immediately. So yeah, really nice to have this, if anything. You know, I just, like I said, I saw it all the time and I was just like, oh, I want this, you know. So that's cool. And also at Decon, I picked this up. A nice little boxed copy of Advanced Wars. This is a game that this is a series I've yet to delve into. From the makers of Fire Emblem, and it's a similar sort of strategy RPG game. I'll be sure to give it my damnedest at one point. Just put it on the massive backlog. Right. And here's an RPG I actually beat. Child of Light Deluxe Edition. This was like a physical version that Ubisoft released for PlayStation 4 and PS3. I played it on the PS4. Still had a bit of slowdown, which was kind of weird to me. And I gotta say, this game is brilliant, guys. If you're on the fence about it, go for it. It is phenomenal. I enjoyed it immensely. It kind of has the shortcomings you'd expect from a 12-hour JRPG as opposed to, like, you know, a 60-hour one. It's the whole world does feel a bit condensed, blah, blah, blah. But my biggest complaint was with this box itself. I fucking hate companies that are doing this right now, you know. It's like they release a box with a number in it. I hate that. I hate that to death. Drakengard 3 by Square. They're releasing a 60 quid collector's edition with like an audio soundtrack, a massive art book, nice wee steelbook, awesome looking collector's edition, but they're just putting a number in it. That is terrible. You know, I mean, Child of Light, not so bad, because, I mean, it's digital all over the place, but I still hate the fact that they released it without... I don't know. I could rant about this, like, all day. In fact, maybe I will make a wee ranty video about those type of things, but we'll see, we'll see. Right, next, another Japanese game, actually. Ace Attorney Investigations 2. This purchase was pretty arbitrary, to be honest. I'm like, you know what? I want to own that. Even though it's in Japanese, I won't be able to fucking understand it. I don't care. I love Ace Attorney. Still following the fan translation for this, and it's I'm really, really loving it. You know, the guys doing the fan translation, huge props to you. You know, you are doing a better job than Capcom, frankly, because it really is just up there with, well, this game in general is up there with the original series as far as I'm concerned, you know. So I cannot wait for the rest of that translation to get out. It cannot come out soon enough. Right. Next two games I want to talk about together, actually. Demon Gaze and Etrian Odyssey Untold. Now, I was looking forward to Etrian Odyssey Untold for the longest time. You know, I quite like the Etrian Odyssey games a bit, and I was just wanting this, you know, but it took forever to come out in Europe. And a week before this came out, Demon Gaze came out. And the thing about Demon Gaze is that it's pretty similar to Etrian Odyssey. You know, it's a dungeon crawler with a moe art style, and from the first person, and yeah, it's... So when this came out and I was playing it, I was just thinking to myself, well, I don't really want to get into this because next week Etrian Odyssey comes out and I would rather play that. But Etrian Odyssey came late and I'd already started something else, and yeah, I've actually played more Demon Gaze than I have Etrian Odyssey at this point. Etrian Odyssey is still in its film as well, as you can see. But yeah, Demon Gaze, haven't played it that much, but this is a really good dungeon crawler for sure. If you've got a Vita, go for it, you know. It does sort of fall into the moe dungeon crawler category that the Vita is sort of, well, I say overwhelmed with, but you know, I just feel like every time a new Vita game comes out, it's some sort of like, you know, moe art style game or a Monster Hunter clone, basically. And this does fall into that category, but it's still good, you know. I was enjoying this a lot more than I did that Sorcery Saga game, for example. And yeah, I'll get to Untold eventually, but for now, some dungeon crawling goodness there. Right, just two more games here, actually. First of all, I was feeling a bit nostalgic for Silent Hill there for whatever reason. So rather than play the old games again, I got this. Played this for about a couple hours maybe. Wasn't that intrigued. It's It's quite an ugly game. Not as, well, we know Silent Hill's kind of been on the decline for a bit, and yeah, it's just, it's Konami and Silent Hill, you can't fix that, so what can you do? I quite like Shattered Memories though, I did like that game, I should say, so maybe I'll go back to this, I don't know. And next, another survival horror game. I was talking about this in my last video. Project Zero 3. You guys know I adore Project Zero to death. Probably is my favourite survival horror franchise. But with that said, however, I never beat this one. I played the absolute shit out of Project Zero 1 and Project Zero 2. And I remember owning this game a few years ago, getting quite far in it and just stopping for some reason. And I don't know why, and that upsets me because, again, like I said, I really, really love this series, and apparently most fans in general are a bit iffy on this third entry. One comparison I definitely drew when I was playing it was that it was really similar to Silent Hill 4, you know, which again was a bit of an iffy game as well, but I liked it a lot. Because, you know, this game has the whole being at home and in a room sort of thing as well, so, yeah. Project Zero 3, I really do need to get around to this. If we see that new Project Zero game at E3, which I'm really hoping we do, I will definitely be hyped enough to pop this one in immediately. So, yeah. And, yeah, that's it, guys. Another collection update in the bag. So, yeah. See you after. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye, and I really need to burp. I gotta end this video right now.